Welcome to Panther Points Preview, a look at this week's upcoming EP football game featuring head coach Tyler Whitebread.
If you take that first whatever it was, 5 minutes, 6 minutes out of the game, how much of a difference do you think that would have made?
Well, yeah, if you take the whole first quarter out of the game, I think that would have been a huge difference. The way we started, it was tough. First offensive drive, we had an interception. They returned it to the 3-yard line. They scored. The next offensive possession, we punted. We had a pass or interference with the punt returner. That was a 15-yard penalty. They had another short field to go. We couldn't stop them. And that next possession, we were 4th and 3, I believe, and I felt like we needed some type of momentum change. So I went for it, and we didn't complete it. And so that gave him another short field. So, it was just a bunch of those plays. And when you're playing against a team like Newman, you go down 3 scores on Saturday, and it's 90 degrees. Like, it was a recipe for disaster for us. And I told the guys after the game, I was proud that second quarter because we did fight back and make it competitive. But I think every ounce of energy we had, we exerted in that second quarter because the third quarter came out and we were just flat. And we just couldn't play at that level that I thought we played at in the second quarter. So it was disappointing.
Playing them of course, in that situation, that scenario on that day, do the kids, just put that much more pressure on themselves and that could lead to some of the things that go on? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say. I mean, anytime you go against any team that has tradition like Newman and is a good team, and it's a big game, um, you do put a little extra pressure on yourself. And we kept talking about, yeah, this is a big game, and I wasn't going to try to lie about that. But at the same time, it wasn't going to get us to the playoffs, and it's not going to knock us out of the playoffs. But you step onto the field as an athlete, you feel the excitement, maybe the pressure gets to you. It's kind of depends on how you handle it. There's not really one thing that us coaches can point to why we played like that, because we had a great week of practice. Early on, I had to get after the guys, just a lack of focus. But after that, each day we looked good. We built on each day. So I think the coaching staff was expecting a competitive game, and so it was disappointing to see us just kind of fall on our face that early in the game. I told Keegan after the game that he was able to bounce back after that first interception. Um, I thought he had a really good game. He was under pressure throughout the game, and he made good decisions. Getting out of the pocket, keeping his eyes down the field. I know twice he ran it for a first down, and I told him, like, things are going to happen at the beginning of the game, but keep your head up, bounce back from. So I was super impressed with that. Again, Gavin Adams is a stud. And I was happy to like, last week I think we talked about, like, we have to find ways to get him the ball. And Keegan was, giving him opportunities, and Gavin made the most out of those opportunities. So again, that's exciting to see. That quarterback, well, he's the returning player of the year for our conference. So Colin Schwinnigan, he's the man. He's unreal. He passes and runs equally as well. I think the 2 games that we've scouted him, they're 60% run and 40% pass, and they do both really well. So it's kind of a matter of what do we want to try to take away, because we're not going to take it all away. They're just too good for that. So we got some plans what we're going to try to do. Try to put some of our guys in positions where we can slow them down. And like I said, I think defensively we have a really tall task, and that's how they've always been. Offensively, they keep you guessing. They'll throw on first down, and when they should be passing, they'll run some type of screen or a draw, or they just keep you on your toes. So we'll have our hands full, that's for sure. We feel pretty good that our offense is going to have some success against them. Just to the fact that we think our O line has a little size on them. Now, normally they always have really quick, really fast D linemen. They graduated a couple guys. Yet the guys coming in are still pretty good. But kind of like last week against Newman, we feel pretty good about our blocking schemes and what we're trying to do. It's just we got to clean up our mistakes. We're not good enough to, have a bad snap. We're not good enough to jump off, false start. Any of those negative plays that just puts our offense at a huge disadvantage. So I think Coach Abbott knows as well as the rest of the team. We're going to have to score some points because we're going to try to contain their offense. Shutting them down is going to be extremely difficult just because of all the weapons they have. I think it goes a long ways, just because confidence in high school football is huge. And beating a team, as freshmen, beating a team as sophomores, that's always in the back of your head. So you got to go into the game thinking that, hey, we got them early, we can get them again. Now, sometimes things change on varsity, and you'll have that everywhere you go. But it's a lot better going into the game knowing that you've lost the previous 2 years. You know, so I think having that confidence, knowing that you can get the job done, I think that goes a long ways.